Hey boo, I am here today to do the mid-year freakout tag. Was I supposed to do this in June? Early July? Absolutely. But here we are, August 2nd. Let's go. First question. What is the best book that you have read thus far in 2025? And I'll have to say Stay a While by Aisha Bree. The reason why I've read a lot of good books, don't get me wrong, do not get me wrong. I want to bring attention to this book because y'all might be sleeping on this one. This might be a sleeper. This was my first romance suspense. Did you know the girls are doing romance and suspense? My good girlfriend, she done messed around and got kidnapped by an assassin, but the assassin is in love with her, okay? He kidnapped her because he's trying to save her. Y'all stop me when I'm saying something that y'all can't rock with, because that was my type of carrying on. The best sequel that you have read in 2025. I had to Google what sequel was because I was naming books. I was like, is this a sequel? Like if the book got a part 1, 2, 3, 4? AI said no, girl. So it's a book that could possibly stand on its own. I said, well, if that's the definition, then I'm gonna have to go with Keep Giving Me Love, An Unorthodox Love by Brianne Denee. This is where we learn about the king, who is Sanovi Black, and his queen, Torin, and how they, well, the first book, you know, we learn how they come together, and then the second book just kind of just solidifies everything you thought you knew about this couple. So that is going to be the best sequel that I have read thus far in 2025. The next question, a new release that you haven't read but you want to read. And I'm gonna have to go with Hear My Heart by Tay Monet. This book is so intriguing to me because the main female character is Death. And I have read a book, well, a series, the Butterfly series, because Morgan Atkins, she is deaf technically, but she got her hearing aid or whatnot. It's kind of confusing. So I just want to see what Tay Monet, what her interpretation would be to this. Would it be a mini trope? Micro trope? I think that's a micro trope. Yeah, so I want to see what Tay Monet's interpretation of that micro trope would be. Your biggest disappointment of the year thus far, that's going to be The Devil Wears Baccarat by Jator C. Hear me out, because I went into this book with some high expectations. Because I recently became a Baccarat girl myself. I love the scent, I love to smell on women and men. I love to smell it. Reading the book made me realize, me personally now girl, that a dark romance is not gonna do it. A dark romance not gonna do it for you, girl. Maybe gray, but dark, absolutely not. I can't rock with that. It was a mix between that, and then I felt like the title was I thought it was gonna be something that it wasn't. I mean, they mentioned the perfume, the cologne once, and if you blink, or if it wasn't my jam at all. Favorite new authors, let's go with Tay Monet, because I read the book All He Ever Wanted or All He Ever Needed. I read that book and I just loved that book down, right? Our main male character, he falls in love with his housekeeper, and she's just a girl just trying to, pay the bills, get it through school. And he falls in love with her. He's a millionaire and he takes care of our girl. I love that. So I'm looking forward to reading more books by Tay Monet. And then Danielle Brooks is another author that is on my radar. She's churning these books out left and right. I'll say that. I can't keep up. But every time I pick up, it's like she has a comfort read. Her books are a comfort read for me, because I know when I pick it up, I'm gonna get some nice, wholesome, contemporary romance, and it's just gonna make me lay in bed, rub my feet together, or be at my desk at my office and just smile all over myself and just have a good time. Those are two of my new favorite authors in 2025. Newest fiction crush. those Delgado twins. Not one, but both of them. Capone and Capadonna. Capadonna first, and Capone immediately after. Absolutely. Them boys, they had some trauma, you know, with their parents not being here with us and going through what they went through. But they know how to love them women, okay? And I'm here for it. And I'm just, I'm enjoying reading about how they are taking care of these women. I told the author Jaquel to her face, I said, look, take care of yourself because we need you to keep writing these books. And she smiled, she giggled. But we do, girl. We need you to keep writing these books. So the Delgado twins, that is my, those are my fictional crushes. A book that made me happy, it would have to be Fate of Our Future by Brianne Dennehy. Now I know I done listed 2 books by her, but I mean, I'm reading everything that she's ever put out, so that's the author that I'm reading the most of. So it would be natural that her name would come on this list more than once. Although I try not to do that, but look what I did. Fate of Our Future, this is marriage of convenience. So that may be a trope that I need to explore more of. I have mentioned another time a trope that I need to explore more of. Stepdaddy. Love me a stepdaddy. Love me a marriage of convenience. Okay, making a note to myself. Editing Denisha, you heard it? Yeah, let's get a video about those tropes stat. Fate of Our Future, we have college, not childhood, college sweethearts break up, they come apart for a misunderstanding is what happened. And our good girl, she's down and she needs a little favor, or you know, she needs somebody to help out. She needs a little push, a little Salim is there. He's there. He picks up the pieces and he's like, I ain't never been off of you, girl. I always been on you. And here's what got me. He said, she was like, well, do you want my new phone number? And then she said, well, I guess I don't need to give you my new phone number because you have my number because you've been paying my phone bill since college. And we are grown. I said, now what is this? That took me out. It took me out. I said, yeah, book boyfriend, you got it. He has it. Put him on the list. That's a book that makes me happy. A beautiful book cover would have to be Matriarch, a memoir by Tina Knowles. This cover is absolutely stunning. I just love it. It's art. It's very artistic. And if you did read the book, then you know that Tina, Miss Knowles, okay, let's not get carried away. Mrs. Knowles. Is it Miss Knowles? Because she ain't married no more. Miss Knowles is very creative. And so, you know, it would be fitting that her book cover would reflect that as well. What books do you need to read before the end of the year? I have to finish the Delgado series. I don't know if Jaquel is finished, but there's plenty to go. And I'm sure I'm going to be right there at the edge finishing up. So I'm just trying to make it to Quasm. If I can make it to Quasm by the end of the year, then I'm going to be a happy girl. Now, if she comes out with more books after Quasm, we're going to have to bring it over into 2026 because the book girlies aren't letting up. The authors, they're releasing books left and right, and child, I can't keep up. But I'm committed to finishing the Delgado series with Quasm. Whatever the last Quasm is, that's what I want to do. So that's my freak out tag, y'all. Freak out tag is a mid-year review where the bookish girlies are just going through, kind of evaluating where we are so far. Of course, we'll do one at something similar at the end of the year. But that was nice going down memory lane. I got this tag from Kayla's Bookish Vibes. She's so cute and a new mom. You're doing a great job, girl, over there with them babies, okay? You should do it too. You should do it too. Let me know. Answer any of the questions. I'll have the questions in the description box if you want to answer any. Just take some time and do some reflection on your own. And if you've made it this far in this video, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment to this video. Can you leave me a rainbow? for Kayla's bookish vibes. A rainbow. In the comments if you made it this far in this video. And then don't forget, share this content with another fellow baby reader. And until next time, bye. First of all, this yellow